I am so sick and tired of seeing employers get on social media complaining about employees not wanting to go above and beyond for their company, and nobody wants to work hard anymore, and nobody wants to do anything, blah, 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 all while not paying your employees a livable wage, all while expecting your employees to sacrifice their entire life for your company, and y'all wouldn't even care if that employee died today. You would replace them as quick as possible. You don't even care about us. So why should we care about you and your company? But my thing is this, right? The only reason why I started working here, right, after not working, because my parents was like, look, Bree, I can't pay your surgeries no more. I can't pay for your medications, your doctor's visits. It's way too expensive. It's way too much of a burden. You're going to have to go get a job to pay for this shit, right? So after being home, struggling with the pain, the physical pain, the mental struggles, like I was forced to get a job to pay for shit because I can't go without my psychiatric medications. I can't go without seeing my psychiatrist, and I cannot go without seeing my doctors because I literally had a surgery in April. And although like this job is killing me and speeding up the process of me ending up in a wheelchair, I was able to pay for my surgery with this job. Yeah. So my thing is this, right? After the whole situation with my coworker, they had to move me to a different department because she refused to work with me, right? So I thought I was just going to be moved to another department that was pretty much the same. It's not mentally or physically demanding to me, but they ended up putting me in a position that is mentally and physically demanding, which really pissed me off. I want y'all to keep in mind that I have 2 ADA forms. It's pretty much like FMLA, but if you don't qualify for it, it's still to cover your job for your disabilities, right? So pretty much on the form, it's like, you know, how many hours a week or how many hours a day or how many days a month you'll miss due to these disabilities, whether it's doctor's appointments, whether it's a mental health day, whatever the case may be, right? And then it has to be signed by the licensed medical professional that filled it out. I have 2 on file by my knee surgeon, which is like one of my biggest disabilities from having 6 knee surgeries. It's hard to walk. It's a lot. It hurts. And then one from my PCP who kind of knows all my issues. So she could kind of like touch base on everything. So when they moved me to this position, I realized that it was a little too much for me. So I had contacted HR via email for a paper trail. And I told her like, hey, yeah, no, I didn't agree to this. This is too much. I can't do all of this. It's just taking a toll on me, right? I literally cannot. You know what they said? And mind you, I was like, I have that ADA form on file and it has my limitations and restrictions that I am under doctor's care. And y'all are kind of like disregarding that. Like you're putting me at risk. And if anything happens to me here, I'm going to sue the fuck out this hospital. You know what she said? Well, I mean, we're not going to change anything, but we can talk about it. Talk about it? Why the fuck would I want to talk about it? I just told you what the problem was. Y'all need to figure it out because y'all are doing too much. So now I went from working 80 hours to barely getting 40 hours a week anymore, right? Because I can't do it. I'm going to the doctor more. I'm having to leave more often. I'm having to take days where I just don't go in. For example, like, was it like last week? I only worked 2 days. That's it. Because I can't. Y'all are literally killing me. And what makes me upset, right, is that like I just don't feel like they don't care. Not only are you not paying me enough, but you're also like you're gonna speed up the process of me being in a wheelchair. And you don't even give a shit. You don't even care that I'm constantly crying outside throughout my shift because of the shit that y'all are doing to me. And then the fact that I'm missing more days than I was ever before because it's taken too much of a toll on me and nobody cares. And I want to quit because my psychiatrist and my therapist, they were like, well, it's probably best to leave. I agree. But if I leave, I won't have health insurance. And if I leave, how am I going to be able to pay for my medications? Because if I don't got no income, how am I going to pay off my credit cards that I've been using to pay my doctors? And if I leave and I don't have no income, How am I going to pay for my medications? Because we see what I am like without my medications, and nobody thinks that I need to be without them. So, y'all, I just want to make sure nothing behind me. No. I don't want anybody that's working for a job that's not paying them to go above and beyond, to go above and beyond. No, these people don't care about you. These people don't give a shit if you die today. These people don't care if you got into a car accident today. They're going to replace you. So why should I sacrifice my entire existence for your company? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to jeopardize my life. I'm not going to jeopardize me being in a wheelchair or me not being able to use my hands for this job. I'm not doing that.